All right. Is the networking thing enabled? Okay. I think it's enabled, so you can start your putty session there. Okay. Give me a quick second. We'll start. Okay. So let's get started. How many of you know Bash scripting, or you have done any kind of scripting before?
No, I don't have any idea.
Anybody else?
No, I didn't done. Yeah, I
Okay.
know Java.
Okay. So some of the other scripting languages should be good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, you're logged into a shell. Okay. It is Bash. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
During this training, we will use this Bash to write the scripts. Okay.
Okay.
I think you need to reduce the memory of this machine, or else every time you bring it up, you will forget it. Your system will be very slow. What is it? CentOS
No, Puppet Enterprise.
7. Next time you bring it up, you will just have only that much. It should be. I mean, if you see, if you are practicing Puppet, then reassign it some 3 GB or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Generally, all scripts look in green color like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Why will they look like that? I'll tell you. And all of them end with .sh. Okay. For example, I'm creating a file. Hello world .sh. Okay. This is how you write a script. Any line that starts with a hash will be a comment and will not be processed by shell.
Yeah.
Okay. You will see either comments or purpose over here. Okay. Something like this. This is like a proper decent way of writing. You might see scripts. Generally, most administrators don't follow. They keep writing whatever they want. Okay. Okay. Let's leave the date part blank. Alright. So you can just say main over here. And we can say end, something like this. Okay. So we will, whatever we want to write, we will uncomment those lines. This is what we have done for Ruby also, right? When we were editing actually the Vagrant file for the Puppet Enterprise server, right?
Yeah.
We uncommented everything, and towards the bottom of the file, we actually wrote some Ruby over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There is a simple thing over here. I save this file. Okay.
Yeah.
If I do ls, actually I told you all scripts are generally in green color, right?
Yeah.
Why is this not in green color? Because there is no execution permission for it. Okay. What I mean is, if I go back to the previous directory and if I do ls-l demo file .txt, oh sorry, it should be ls-l. Okay. You see X option over here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
If there is a X option anywhere in this line, you will see it. This file will automatically become green. Okay.
Okay.
You can go into scripts, and if you do ls-l for hello world, you don't see the text anywhere over here, right?
Yeah.
In order to get that X over there, what we can do is chmod, which is change module, okay, plus X hello world dot sh. Now, if you do ls-l, you will see it in green color,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
The same thing with while we were actually executing Puppet server installation, right?
Yeah.
That file was in green color, was it or not?
Yeah, but it was in green color.
The installation file,
Yeah, in chef server, I think we did the same thing.
Puppet, for Puppet when we downloaded and entered,
Yeah.
we actually ran some script, right, for installation or uninstallation. If you want, you can see it. This is the same one, right?
Yeah. For installation and installation.
Do you see it is in green color?
Yeah.
Why? There is a execute permission over there. Can you please open a notepad? PAMISSIONS. What do you have over there? Read, write, execute, read, write, or something like this, right? So what is this is first owner, okay, read, write, execute, okay. Next, group, okay, you will see read. Since in the above situation, if there is a hyphen, okay, means has no permissions to write, okay. The same over here also. Shush, I did the opposite. Means has no permissions to execute. Okay?
Yeah.
Then it is other. it is the same. Okay. If you remember, we did mode in Puppet or Chef, right? 0,
0644.
0644 or 0755 or 0777 or something like that. What are these numbers? What these numbers are: read is equal to 4, okay? Write is equal to 2. Execute is equal to 1. Those are the values. If you sum up, how much will it come to?
7.
Right? So 7 is the highest permissions that you can give to anybody.
Okay.
Now you understood why we wrote mode in numbers?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Okay. We learned while doing AND, Java, Maven, all of these things, we learned how to execute a script. Can you tell me how to execute a script now? Remember what we did and tell me.
Dot space dot slash script. Dot slash,
Right?
yep. Hello world dot sh.
While we were actually executing the bash dot bash underscore profile, we did it like this, right? However, while you are executing these files, you can directly write something like this. Okay?
Okay.
There are two ways of executing a file. This is the first way, which is dot and forward slash. Okay?
Yeah.
You hit enter and it is giving you hello world. Right? The second way of doing it is source hello world. There is also a third way. We did it while we were installing Docker. Can you tell me what is it?
Exec command.
No? Do you remember we did this command? While installing Docker, we did something like curl https://get.docker.com/install.sh pipe. This is what we've done, if you remember.
Yeah.
Right? So bash is a command over there. So similarly, bash hello world. all three of them do the same thing.
Okay.
Okay? So that is how you actually execute your first script. Okay. What is bash scripting? Okay, it is simply like this. Echo step 1, sorry, command 1, echo command 2, echo command 3, right? Rather than doing it so many times, multiple times, okay, what we do is you just take these commands and put into a file and give execute permissions to that file. That is bash scripting. Okay, taking Linux commands and putting them into a file so that they can be executed together, that is what bash scripting is.
Okay.
If you want, we will do over here. We will say echo DevOps team, echo scripting training, echo AWS training. Okay, save it, execute bash. It is giving you everything over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
you for this to get well with bash scripting, all you need to know is Linux commands. There, once you know Linux commands, you can obviously manage which command should run when, kind of thing. Okay, I'm going into hello world again. Okay, yeah. Okay, content is equal to, this is demo content. Okay, so I've declared a variable over here. This is a global variable. Okay,
Yeah.
right? I've declared this variable. How do I call it? You simply say echo dollar content. If you remember, see, I'm not telling you anything new. We have done all of these things during our training.
Yeah.
Whenever we set up Java variables, environment variables, okay, and home directory details, when we appended the path, this is what we have done. We just added export ahead of the line because that's a different file. But in a script, this is how you do it. General good practices is you declare your variables in uppercase. Okay.
Yeah.
and you assign a value to it, no spaces. If it is multiple letter words sentence, okay, multiple word sentence, you quote them in double quotes. Okay.
Okay.
Is the spelling correct there? C-O-N-T-E-N-T. Okay, I'm writing and executing over here. Do you see this is demo content?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I actually echo this is demo content? No, I declared it on the top and I called it over here using the dollar command, the dollar above it, in front of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So far we've been doing only echo command. Let's do some other command now. Okay. Let's do sequence is a command. Shush. One, two, D. Okay. I save this file. And I do the bash. And you see that it is coming up over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't want to see this output onto the command line. Okay. Which is the web interface. Because most scripts are run on the background. Okay. When a script is executing on the background, you might not know what is the output and what is happening. Right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you do redirection. Okay?
Okay.
I'll change this number to 10 and I'll say a single arrow. Okay? And I'll say number dot txt. Okay? Now if I execute this, you don't see the output. Did you see the output? No, right? What happened? The script has automatically created a file. Okay? Previously there was only hello world in this directory, right? Now if you do ls, there are two files. The script has automatically created num.txt file. If you cat the content number.txt, sorry, you see the output going over to the file.
Yeah.
You got it? Now let's edit the file again. Okay? Shush. Okay, I'll put a comment over here. The below line gives a sequence of numbers from 1 to 10 and output is redirected to number.txt. Okay, this is one comment. I will add another comment on the same line. Even if it sees a hash on the same line, bash will ignore it. Starting from the hash, it will ignore it. Okay?
Okay.
Arrow sign overwrites the file every time the command is run. Okay? double arrow appends the output every time the command is executed. Okay, if you want, you can see sequence 11 to 20 into append file.txt. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you what's happening. If I do bash, oh sorry, bash. Okay, if you cat the content of number.txt, it is 1 to 10, right?
Yeah.
If you cat the content of append.txt, it is 11 to 20. I have run the script once. Okay. Now I will run the script again second time. Okay. Now let's see cat number.txt. You still see 1 to 10 only. But if you see append.txt, you will see the output is appended. The first script output over till apple here, and the second time that you get over here. As many number of times as you redirect, okay, it will get appending. Okay?
Yeah.
This is very needed. Okay? When your script is executing, you might want to capture the logs of the previous time, and you don't want it to overwrite it. Sometimes you might want to ignore it, but sometimes you might want to append it, right? So how did we accomplish? By a small change, okay, in the redirection. Okay, a single arrow mark towards the right is going to overwrite, a double arrow mark is going to append.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. So now what we will do is, so example is for command substitution. Okay, what is command substitution? Okay, over here we are while we actually declared some static content, right? For content, this is static, it doesn't change. But if I want to get date, okay, for example, if I said date is equal to, okay, if I give today's date 20 May 2015, okay, if I give a value like this, if the command is run tomorrow, it will still show yesterday's date. If it runs after 10 days, it will show that previous dates, which means the date keeps changing every time, right?
Yeah.
So in order to get the date dynamically from the shell itself, there is a command that's called date. Okay, did you get the date? Okay, I will put this command over here. Okay, and I'll say echo $date. Let's run the script. Before we execute, okay, let it append, that's okay. Okay, it didn't give you anything, it just gave you date. It didn't give you what it was supposed to give you over here. We gave the right command, but it didn't do as a command, but it came as just as a word over there, right?
Yeah.
What happened was, this example is about command substitution. How is a command substitution is how a command substitution is done is you go over here and you do backticks. Backtick is just right above the tab key on your left top. Right?
Yeah.
The moment I put backticks, you can see that it has changed the color. It was actually white, but the moment I put backticks, it has changed color. Right? How do you do command line substitution? This is how you do command line substitution.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now let's execute the file. Now you got the date. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that is how you do command line substitution. Okay. Now let's go to the next lines. And where is and symbol and single quotes. Okay, so there is double quote and single quote. Okay, let's echo. Let's use double quote over here. Content. Okay. You see, this is demo content. It has automatically come, right? Now, let's do echo, quote it in dollar content. Sorry, it should be in uppercase. Okay. If you already observe it, if it is in double quotes, it's a different thing. But if it is in single quotes, the color is a different thing. Let's see what exactly it does. Do you see? It did not interpret the variable. Dollar generally stands for variable, right? If you put double quotes, dollar will be interpreted as variable. If you put single quotes, dollar would be interpreted as a character, a regular character, and it will be outputted. Okay?
Okay.
What else is there? I've told you about double quotes, single quotes, command line substitution, redirection commands, right? Okay. Every command in Linux has an exit status. Okay. how to know exit status. Dollar this thing saves the exit status of the immediate recent command. Okay, so you do a echo $sign to know the value in the exit status. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me show you what I mean. Echo hello world. Let us see exit status. It is 0, which means success.
Yeah.
Right? Here we are seeing the output on the terminal. So we know that it is successful. What if the script is, this is running on the background? How will we know if it is successful or not? We include this statement in the script. Okay?
Yeah.
And check if the value is 0 or not. Okay? For example, if I think if I misspelled something, if you do exit status, it has a different value. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So that is exit status. If we go back into the script, okay, for example, let's say echo, okay, this is a demo, okay. Immediately what they do is, you will see scripts like this. Say estat, which is exit stat, is equal to $? Okay.
Yeah.
So the exit status of this command, okay, is being captured to a variable estat, which is exit stat.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what they'll do is, if I'm writing, now I'm showing you how to write logics. Okay.
Yeah.
$estat equal to 0. Okay. Then echo is successful. Okay. For you to get more easy understanding of output, what \n does, it creates a new line. Okay. Else echo -e \n, it is unsuccessful. Okay. If you remember, when we were writing integrand, we started do and end, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, when you open a if statement, you close it with a reverse if, which is phi.
Okay.
Okay. So what this thing is doing is, it is testing if E stat is equal to 0, this value is 0 or not, that is what it is testing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's write this and let's do a bash. Do you see E is successful?
Yeah.
Right? Let's edit that file and let me spell this incorrectly. Okay. And let's do a bash. It is unsuccessful. Okay. Did you get it? How we write the if else statement?
Yeah.
So generally what they do is, it will not go to a what is it called, terminal. Okay. So over here, let's say L file is equal to script.log. Okay. I'm declaring another variable L file. This is a log file. E stat is exit status. You don't have to give exactly E stat. Okay. For your easy understanding, I've written it as E stat. Okay.
Okay.
So now what they will do is, successful. Let's remove the backslash lines over here because we are redirecting it into a file, right? And we always want to append this file. Okay.
Okay.
So we will say redirected to $L file. Okay. Redirect this information also to $L file, which is log file. Okay. I'm writing this thing over here. Do a bash. Do a bash again. Do a bash again. Okay. If you cat the script.log file, you see it is unsuccessful, it is unsuccessful, it is unsuccessful. Do you see a problem over here anywhere?
In
From the log file, say for example, I'm running the script on the background. I'm running it on the background. Okay.
Yeah.
Something is failing or something is happening. I'm reading this file to understand what is happening. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
So when you read this log, what do you understand?
Echo is not successful. That echo command, echo line in script.
You are knowing it here because you are reading it over here. Right?
Yeah.
But how do you know what is, if you don't see this thing on your terminal, how will you know what is the error?
We have assigned the
You know.
It is, if it is successful, yeah, it will be showing successful. If it is not, it shows this one.
Okay, I'll give you the script to troubleshoot. How will you troubleshoot? Tell me now. You'll simply see unsuccessful.
Yeah.
The details that you need to get is what is the error message, right?
Yeah.
Second thing, at what time it failed,
Yeah.
right? No details are available over here, right? So what we will do, let's make our script more uh, write log files, more understanding. You remember command line substitution, right? I just told you about command line substitution, right?
Yeah.
Date. Uh, let's see a few options for date actually. Ouch. Okay, this should be the other way, is it? Let's take date hyphen hyphen help. Okay, whenever you see the uh, whenever you want to do something, you take the help option over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll go into VIM. I'll say plus %f %t. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's save it, run the bash. Okay, now if you do the cat, do you see the timestamp, date and timestamp?
Yeah.
So now you understand, okay, there is a failure at some time. Okay, but you still didn't get the error message over here. Error message actually is coming to the terminal over here, right?
Yeah.
This one also can be redirected. Okay, where is it? Mhm. Okay, let's execute this and let's cat content. Okay, it is not going to oh, sorry. Where did it go? Okay. Okay, it is still coming up over here. We need to modify small things. I'll tell you what that 2 and 1 are. Okay.
Yeah.
It's $2. Generally, we do. Let's do only, I think, and 1. Okay. The total part itself is gone. And is it? And where is it showing the error? Echo this I've tried to errors. Let's change it the other way around. I am trying to remember how I've written previously. And 1. Let's see this one. Okay. It is not coming up over here now. So let's cat. Okay. Do you see this? It is giving you the error line also. Okay. And also at what time it failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did I do is bash, no, not bash, where is VIM? VIM. Okay. So basically 1 is your standard output, which is your terminal.
Okay.
Okay. 2 is the file. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is how you generally do redirection. Okay. So here we have seen one command, okay, and how exit status is captured, how exit uh, status is tested. If it is 0, okay, then we are writing a if else statement, okay, is successful and is not successful at so and so time, whichever it is. Okay.
Yeah.
What else is there? I'm just thinking. Uh, okay, there is one more thing. Okay. Let's create a new file. Such. Okay. Did we write that thing? Hello world dot. You know what? I think I didn't start off with the right. Okay. Every script has this header over here. It should be must and should over there. Okay. This is how the header will look like. Bash. Okay.
Okay.
This two letters over here. Okay. They're called as shebang. Okay.
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 Word hash plus bang. They call it as shebang. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am going into VIM script1.sh. Okay. Please. Okay. Let's do /bin/bash. Let's say echo. Please enter your name. There is a command called read. Okay. Echo. Please enter your age. Read age. Okay. Echo -e /n/n. Your name is $name. Okay. Echo -e /n/n. Your age is $age. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saving this file, changing the permissions. if I execute script1.sh, it is asking for my details. I'll say trainer. Okay, I'll say my age. Now it has given the details.
Yeah.
This is how you read input from the terminal. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope this bash scripting training is helping you to understand few concepts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What else is there? Okay, one quick thing. Functions. These are block of code. Okay? So what happens is, let me open script1 dot this thing over here. Creating functions is easy and needful sometimes. I'll tell you why. Okay? If you have to create a function, what you can do is demo function. You write something like this and you close it, as simple as that. Okay? Demo function, open and close brackets, then curly brackets. Within the curly brackets you actually write the code. Okay? So if I execute this thing now, okay, what did it execute? Hello world. I don't want hello world. It didn't give you any output. Why? What has happened? For a function to execute, okay, you need, after defining a function, you need to call that function. How do you call it? You just say demo function. That's it. Okay? And now you do the command. Now it started executing it. Right? So what is the benefit of writing a function? Okay? If you're writing a huge script where you might use a block of code again and again, you can make it as a function and call it as many number of times as you want. As of now, I called this function 5 times. Okay? For ease of understanding, let's create only one line space there. Okay? Now, if I execute trainer1, okay, 10, it is asking again now trainer2, 20, trainer 3 30, trainer 4 40, trainer 5 50, and now it is executed. Why? Because I have written, I did not write this code 5 times, but I made it into a function and I called that function 5 times.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
So functions are helpful because not just for bash scripting, any scripting, Java, PHP, Python, Ruby, anything. There is a statement called dry. Okay, let's say good coding habits. Okay. First is dry. What is it? Do not repeat yourself. Okay. Don't keep writing the same code again and again in the same file. If I write these things for 5 times, wouldn't it look awkward? For example, if I wanted to ask the user their username and their username and age for 5 times, if I keep writing the same sentence for 5 times, it looks awkward, right? This is not any what is it, first class, second class composition that you write everything for 10 times,
Yeah.
right? In school, when you're studying first class or second class, for you to learn, teacher is telling you to write it 10 times, 20 times composition, 100 times composition, right? But that's not how code works. Code is you write it once and you call it again and again. A very layman example I'll tell you. Say, I've given you already one simple example about teacher.
Yeah.
Right? I'll give you 2 examples. If you remember our story, I used to refer to telephone for DNS and phone numbers for IP addresses and all these things. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the phone story. Okay? How many times will you save your friend's phone number in your phone?
One time.
Just one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You always save every time he calls, okay, friend 1 plus, friend 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3. Do you write something like that?
No.
No, right?
No.
Save their number once and you call that name again and again.
Yeah.
Right? Writing code in any language is the same thing. Okay?
Yep.
Write once, okay, so that you can use it again and again. Okay?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
Yep.
The second, that happens for Ruby also, okay? For all the Puppet and Chef code you write, for that also it applies. Make your script readable. Include comments as in needed. If you have seen my code, right, I've been writing comments every now and then.
Yeah.
Below is the example for quotation. Okay. If you go out, this is a log file. This is the exit status. Okay. Command substitution. All of these things. Why am I writing like this? Because after a month, okay, if you come back to this script, okay, you should be able to understand what this command is below, what the below command does, right?
Yeah.
So it is always good to do documentation correctly, comments properly. My first script when I opened, I shown you purpose, email, author, trainer, created date, something like that, right?
Yep.
Why did I do it? Because any administrator or developer, when they're writing code, when they're writing too much of code, multiple scripts for various things, when they come back to their own scripts, not somebody else's script, when they come back to their own scripts, sometimes they don't understand what it is doing, right? You also tomorrow when you get into job, you will be doing bash scripting also. You might be writing multiple scripts. Okay, every week one script think you are writing. By 6 months you have almost written 30 scripts. Okay, I'm just giving you a stupid example. Okay, so in the 7th month, some script actually failed for some reason. Somebody did something on the server, some file is missing or something like that. So when your script is executing, okay, it failed. So they'll come back to you and saying, boss, can you please fix this? Now you open your own code and you feel like it is Greek and Latin,
Yeah.
right? So it is always good to do proper comments. Okay, make it readable for you also. You know, you should understand it, why you are writing it. Okay, even if it is the most silliest thing, generally when my team reads my scripts, okay, even for echo statement also I write a comment besides it. Generally they ask, why do you write so many comments? Why do everybody knows what echo does and all these things, right?
Yeah.
So I simply tell them, after I'm gone, generally because I recently changed the job, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I told them after I'm gone, I don't want somebody to call me and ask me what the script does. Okay?
Yep.
First thing. Second thing, in the new job where I'm going, okay, I wish that the guy who is leaving the position which I'm filling, he also has simplified things for me. If he has written scripts with no comments and everything, it's really hard, to be very frank, to read someone's script which is not documented properly, understanding, troubleshoot it and fix it. It's definitely not an easy task, right? So in a good spirit, it is always good to make it simple for yourselves and simple for others also. Okay?
Yep.
I'll tell you a simple, this is actually a joke. Okay? There is this guy who fell down from bike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He got hurt badly. So someone was standing nearby. They walked up to him. Okay? And they thought, let us call someone whom they can help, or who can help him. Okay? They just wanted to inform, their house parents or brothers or sisters or whoever it is. So they took this person's phone and asked, do you want us to inform to somebody? So he said, please inform my wife. So they started searching his phone book for wifey, sweetheart, honey, all the names that you think of, Bangaram, Singaram, all these things. Okay?
Yeah.
They are not able to find, and they asked him, we're not able to find any number over here. So that guy said, please search for name Angry Bird and call that number. Right?
Yeah.
For him, he saved his wife's name as Angry Bird. Okay?
Yeah.
Which only he understands.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If it is given to somebody else, Angry Bird is like a game actually for us, right?
Yes.
So, same way, you might write your script like Angry Bird or Lovely Bird or whatever it is. But when someone reads your code, they should not laugh or get irritated, or it should not become a headache for them to debug it. Rather, it should be a cakewalk. Okay?
Yeah. Got it.
So that's how you write code. This is just introduction, small things that I have told you about scripting. This is not whole. There are so many things that you can do. Okay? Plenty of things actually. Plenty of things that you can do with bash scripting. So to do proper bash scripting, you need to know the Linux commands. At the beginning of the class, I told you a couple of times, I believe, to learn at least 50 commonly used commands in Linux, right?
Yeah.
So after you learn, use those commands and put them into a script in a sequence, whichever, like if you want to do a if else, or if you want to put them into sequence, put them and try to understand it.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is a basic thing. This class, the goal of this scripting introduction class is that you should be able to write small scripts, first thing. Second thing, you should be able to read someone else's scripts also. Okay?
Yeah.
So these are the most common things that most of them will be using. You will see these things up and down, like in a loop and things like that. So hope this will help you. Right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow we will not have a class because I'll be traveling back to my hometown. We will have a class on Saturday morning. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Which is your Friday evening.
Yeah.
Okay? That would be the last class, and we would be covering introduction to Amazon Web Services.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright then. Thanks guys. You all have a good day ahead. Talk to you later.
Sure. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah.